Hi guys, it's James here from Optics Warehouse, your night vision and hunting specialist, and today we really are looking at the two best thermal units on the market so far. We have the fantastic Pulsar mergers and we have the newly released HIKMICRO Raptors. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to talk briefly through both. As you can see, they're both set up on a tripod. They are recording. My colleague is currently still about 150 yards away, which you will see on the footage, just to show you the various difference in image quality on both. Start with the mergers. Pulsar, fantastic brand. Everyone knows them. Brilliant bits of kit. They've always been very good at it. These mergers, what they've done is they've made that more binocular aesthetic and ergonomic possible. And I have to say, having taken these out in the field, with the sheer size of them, obviously they come with an extra I've taken off for the video, but with the size of them and the usability of the buttons, they do make them a fantastic piece of kit indeed. And as you look through the image, you will see just how good they are exactly. So various different settings on it. Rather than different user modes, you've got this sort of you've got the normal, high and ultra mode where you can adjust obviously for different conditions. Obviously out here at the moment it is quite misty, a little bit foggy, so we are just going to be switching between that sort of normal and that high mode. Nice objective focus on there. Obviously they've moved that from where it was on the Accolade, from in between the Oculars. Obviously laser rangefinder in the right hand lens. APS battery comes in the back, pops out the front. As you can see, you've got a tripod adapter in there as well. A lot of different functions on there makes it a really nice and fantastic piece of kit. Obviously there as the industry leader at the moment. HIKMICRO. Obviously we've seen a little bit about HIK. What they've done, now they've brought out these Raptors. Now they're not just thermal binoculars, they are of course as well an optical system and a laser rangefinding system. So you can actually use them as night vision binoculars if you wanted to, as well as thermal binoculars. It's their first iteration into the market. I say fantastic high quality image, sub 20 millikelvin, first of course of any unit on the market other than the Falcon, which of course HIK do. You've got your focus in between the oculars, independent oculars, and then it runs off 3 18-650s, which I think is a nice little touch. Obviously that means there's only one battery system, whereas the mergers there are two battery systems. So what we're going to do now is obviously Tom, my colleague, is about 150 yards away. We're just going to have a look, and I'm just going to go through various different functions just so you can have a look at it. So as you can see there, I'll go through on the HIK first, just going through the various different modes. See there's black hot there, and what we'll do is we'll then go on to black hot in the mergers as well. As you can really see, there is a different definition between each one, but as I said, I'm just going to highlight that there, and there you go. So again, in this sort of normal mode, I've had to change it from there. He is. He's just waving his hands now. You can quite clearly see. Maybe it's just slightly washing out with the HIK, but obviously, say if I just have to bear with this. Obviously, the conditions have changed ever so slightly. Just to ping that one there, just to show you exactly how far away he is. There it is, 155 yards away. And then if I do it with the mergers, you see that pops up there, and there we go. It's 150. Obviously, bear in mind I am shaking about a bit with these two on there, so of course it's going to be that little bit of stipulation between the two units. So what I am now going to show you on the Raptors is obviously this addition that's in red hot, go through, and then there we've got our optical there. You can quite clearly see them, and then of course we go on to our white hot, and then if we go on to the mergers, all we have to do is go onto the menu system, and we simply go up, as you do, there you go. And you pick your different colour palette there. So there you go. So you've got your black hot as we're on, you've got your red hot, which shows them up, your red monochrome, rainbow, ultramarine, and it's got this nice sort of transition between each one, depending on obviously which one you want to go for. So if you go for the classic white hot, and we go and off there. As you can see on here as well, we've got something called a smoothing filter. You simply press that. What it does, it just changes the image slightly, so obviously just smooths out the image. Let me take that one off. So put that one on. There we go. Take that off. Let me come off here. So, as you see on the bottom, it says N. If I just flick through, it goes to high and up to ultra. Now, because the sensor is doing a bit more overtime, there is going to be a bit more noise in the image. But as I say, it really does come into its own. As I say, if you flick through each one, nice ability to change between each one there. Back onto the Raptor. As you can see, let's say easy system. I just let it go on there. As you can see, I'm just going to go through the zoom now. We just go up here, do the zoom up to Tom there. So 8 times and up to 16 times. So there you can see it, and we just take it all the way back. And then we'll do the same on the mergers just to show you the zoom. There you go. So guys, there you go. That's me going through both units there. Of course, each one has their own specific USPs on them. I mean, just have a watch of the video. Let us know what you think below. I say the Raptors are relatively new onto the market. The mergers obviously build upon that Pulsar standpoint of being the top brand on the market at the moment. Any questions at all, please do leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I've been James, your night vision hunting specialist, and this has been another video by Optics Warehouse.